got most of my water drained off the pan, and I'm just going to lay the bullets on this towel, let them dry. Then we'll put ALOX on them and do some sizing, and then ALOX them again. Then we'll be ready to load them. All in all, I think my first casting experience was a success. You know, learned a couple of things, like always. First time you do something, your learning curve, you know, it's pretty steep. I don't care for the initial smelting of the wheel weights. Took me about 3 hours to smelt that 5 gallon down yesterday. I thought I'd get more casting done today. I started a little late. I got, you know, a good amount here, enough to get started and do a little loading and fire off a few and see how they perform. These right here, see the ones with the wing, looks like it, you know, it's where the mold didn't go all the way together. I got a few like that. Here's another one, and there's a couple in here that I could probably use. That's not one of them. I saw one earlier that had just a little bit of a ridge on it, but you know, it's not really worth the risk. This one, maybe, you know, I could probably knock that off a little bit and still use the bullet. But you know, what's the harm in just throwing this back in the ingot box and melt it down again? Nothing but a fraction of time lost, so I'd rather do that than take the risk of messing up my die, or you know, something happened when I fired the round. So all in all, I think it was a pretty good day today. I didn't get to any of the second batch like I wanted to. I really thought it would go a little faster, but you know, that's why I'm doing the video, to discover things like this. Okay, my bullets have dried overnight, and I'm gonna go through them, pick out the bad ones like this, like we talked about before, or I'd mentioned before. Not that we had a conversation, but this one has a wing on it, which was due to my mold not being closed all the way. I have some others here, like this one. They don't have a wing on it. It's just got a little part on its base here, if you can see that. And that is due to the mold. There's a couple of things with the mold, which I think is a very good mold. The bullets look great. This bolt right here kept loosening on me, which caused some play in here. Lead got up between the top of the mold and the sprue plate, and so that's one thing. I don't know if this was already loose or if it's something to do with the heat and cooling of the mold that loosened the bolt, or maybe just the action of working it back and forth. It just loosened it. But that is something to keep an eye on. So with that, just to get an idea of what they're weighing, and try to put this where you can see it. This is a 175 grain mold, so we're just gonna check and see what they're weighing. Of course, the composition of the lead has a lot to do with it, and we haven't gotten them sized yet, so this will give us an idea where they're going to be hitting. Of course, it's more crucial to weigh them after you size, but I just wanted to get a little bit of an idea. So far, they've all been above 180. That one was the highest at 182, 181.4, 180.6. So far, out of over 10 bullets, none of them have been under 180. That's probably been the smallest right there, 180.2. I don't remember one being smaller than that. 180.9. That is our new lowest number 178.1. Let's weigh that one again. 178 even. Okay, so that's our lowest weight. This is going to be our highest, 184.3. So that's a coincidence that we got our lowest and highest in succession. And I can tell a difference in these bullets. It's probably not as evident on camera, but looking at them, some of them are a little frostier than others. A little rougher texture, just a little. Some of them are a little more shiny, and I think that has to do with the how hot the mold is. The hotter the mold, the smoother the finish. We're just going to measure a few of these just to see what they're hitting at. The length of that one is 0.595 and the diameter 0.405. 593, 0.402, 0.595 and a half, 0.405 and a half. That one's the largest. 0.406. That one's 0.602 in length. It's going to be essential to size these, which I was going to run all of them through the sizer anyway.